The whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
On the court for Charlotte, Nick Richards out there with Washington. Then it's Smith, then it's Terry Rozier, and it's McGowan's in at the three. Here's McGowan's. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Warriors, they're still trying to get something started this year, currently at the bottom of the conference.
Well, I think for the Warriors, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Well, we talk about how much confidence matters for a player. Clark, it can make all the difference.
It is a huge factor, a huge component. What's going on in your own head, because you're in your head more than anybody else. So confidence is critical. And coaches, I don't necessarily know if they can give players confidence, but I think they can take it away. Making sure players are confident is part of a coach's job, I think.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Washington. Now Rozier. He's guarded by Paul. And Rozier good for three. Rozier's got 12 points.
Rozier has a really impressive offensive arsenal. He can beat you in a lot of ways.
And here's Curry for three. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Friday, they kick off a road trip at Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Shots good by Saric.
Really like how Saric uses his size and length to get after the offensive glass. Very good at crashing the boards.
Washington, a screen on Paul. Here's Rozier. The three ball. And that one's good. McGowan's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Curry, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
McGowan's pass to Rozier. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got 5 rebounds tonight. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, after 941 days sidelined by an ACL and then an Achilles tear, Klay Thompson's back doing what he loves. He said, quote, "In the beginning, I was so eager to prove that I'm still great. Now I'm more relaxed, reminding myself that this is a dream that I'm living. What matters most is just having fun and playing hard, and all the big nights, they'll come." Brian?
Yeah, that's the right perspective, Allie. Thanks for that. Taking a look at the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, a team that has struggled to find their identity.
And, you know, because of this, they've been very inconsistent, up and down. We've seen them beat some good teams, BA, but we've also seen them go on some bad losing streaks.
Rozier with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Unloads from 13. Back to Washington. Pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Paul. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. The Hornets pull it in. Washington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Smith. The rebound by Moody.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Kuminga And he gets that one.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Here's Rozier. 12 points for him. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Smith outside. Fires at the elbow. Jump shot is good. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
So wide open there, he said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
The three from Curry. No good that time.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Rozier gets the bucket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And for the Warriors, their shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible.
It's one of the many things that Paul is known for, his ability to find open teammates.
The Hornets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Rozier against Paul. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington.
And they're in the top 10 in three-point shooting. Some solid deep shooting from this team. Just enough to stretch out defenses.
And you love how they've controlled the glass at both ends. It takes a huge effort to out-rebound this club. Shot is good by Curry.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
And it's Rozier with the ball for Charlotte. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Soft touch off the glass. So it's the Hornets now. Here's Miller. Doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And, you know, it seems like Paul is giving up inches to almost every other player in the league, but he plays big because he knows how to use his body, and he can score inside a lot of different ways. He can finish against bigger players.
Pass to Rozier. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance. Rozier's got 17 points.
But the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Curry, no good.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Here's Miller, and it's Charlotte with another.
As a rookie, Miller is already a 3-level scorer.
Paul against Rozier, and Paul gets it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. Rozier finds Williams. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Give him 8.
How about the footwork that time from Rozier? Did a nice job freeing himself from the defense and making the pass.
Paul with the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Miller doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. The Warriors shooting the ball 70% in this game.
And as for P.J. Washington, lots of success early on and lots of room to grow.
To me, Grant, he's got all the skills. I mean, he's got a big body. He can play either the 4 or the 5 effectively. And he can dominate you inside physically. Not a lot of guys can do that. And then he can back out and make the 3-2. It's a lethal combination.
Williams' shot is good.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Good on the shot. Curry's got 40 points.
Curry does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Hayward, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Rozier. To the paint. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Pass to Looney. Outside Curry. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Hayward outside. Bridges with it. Here's Smith. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Miller can't get it to go. The Warriors shooting the rock well in the second quarter. 55% from the floor. Basket's good. Curry's got 42 in the game.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Pass to Miller. Williams, a screen on Curry. Miller, the pass to Williams. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And the Warriors with possession. Here's Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Bridges outside. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Got a hand on it. And here's Smith. No made baskets yet. Hayward outside. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Terry Rozier, he's checked in for Smith. Now Bridges, coming off a 16-point game against Chicago.
And not just exerting himself scoring the ball, also showing energy on defense as evidenced by his 3 steals on the game.
And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it. Here's Paul. 14 points for him. The 3 from Curry. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Curry's got 47 points.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those 3-pointers.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And for the Hornets, they're shooting an outstanding 61% in the second. Rozier gets the bucket.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Rozier against Curry. And yes, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Miller. Give him 8. Rozier outside. Hayward outside. The rebound by Wiggins. And Wiggins has got the ball here for Golden State. On the wing, Curry. 3-pointer, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Rozier, the pass to Miller. Back to Rozier, out to Bridges. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 points.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Pass to Rozier. Now Hayward. Just 3 on the clock. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender post.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. the hunger to improve, it just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to.
And now let's take a look at our featured game. No surprise, Steph Curry was in fine form during that first half.
I've had some nights.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.